Hey everybody, it is Lorelia, your money mentor, and today I am doing a video on paying debt collectors. Should you or should you not pay them? So, okay, you've gotten that threatening letter, you've gotten the calls, they may be even calling your job, they may even be calling your neighbor. What is a person to do? Now, the first thing many people do when this happens is they hit the panic button. And actually, that is the wrong reaction to have. And let me explain why that's the wrong reaction to have. You don't have to pay a debt collector. Many people feel like that the only way to get rid of a debt collector is to pay them. So what happens is that when the calls start, when the letters start coming in, many consumers begin to ignore what is being done. And that is actually the wrong reaction to have. Because let me explain. By no means am I trying to encourage you not to pay your debts. If you legally feel like that you are obligated to pay a company or a debt collector, by all means, you make the decision to pay them. But this video is basically to give you the legal course of action that you can take as a consumer when you want to get rid of a debt collector. And let me explain. Debt collectors are legally under the law, which is part of the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. They fall under what's called the FDCPA, the Federal Debt Collection Practices Act. What that means is that legally, debt collectors have to follow a law of code. And what happens is that many consumers do not understand that this is the case. And so even though debt collectors are supposed to fall and follow the law code under the FDCPA, many of them do not do that. And so what happens is that since they know that pretty much 80% of the general public, and that's consumers, do not know the law, they abuse those laws. And what happens is that the consumer falls prey to this and they hit the panic button. And so this video is to explain to you that debt collectors have to legally prove to you that they owe the debt. And that is called debt validation. There is a such thing under the FDCPA called the validity of a debt. If a debt collector does not provide you with any documentation saying that the debt was assigned to them or that they have the legal recourse to pay on the debt, they legally cannot collect on it. And so that is really a small portion, or should I say a summation of the validity of the debt. I'm not going to make this a long-winded video because in the next video I'm going to go into what is debt validation. But I did want to give you some type of background on why as a consumer you no longer have to hit the panic button. So the next time you receive a letter from a debt collector, phone calls, you have the right to ask questions. You have the right to write to them and ask them to prove to you that they have the right to collect on that debt. And so if you are interested in getting a copy of this letter, I want you to click the link below, www.jumpstartyourcreditbook.com, and on that website I have a resource page whereas I give you the copy of the letter that you can use if you want to request that a debt collector prove to you that they can collect on the debt, which is called debt validation. I will go into that in the next video. Again, this is Lorelia, your money mentor. I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.